This will help you land remote closing clients even if you have zero experience. And it's even massively helpful to add to your game if you do already have experience. So this can be used on both fronts. If you do have experience, it's going to exponentially make that experience more valuable to the business owner. If you don't have experience, it's something that can land you the role in spite of not being so versed in that industry. And in this video, I'm going to break down what this thing is and how you can use it to massively increase the amount of offers you're able to land. So to illustrate what this is, I'm going to tell a story about a client that I worked with. So this client, they had two options for what program they were going to join. They were looking to make more money online. And one option they had in front of them was a program that taught them how to make money with ebooks, how to write books, publish them on, Amazon and other platforms that sold those books, and become pretty much like a writer. And the other program they were deciding to join was a remote closing program that taught them how to sell, make money online as a closer. And they wanted to make a decision between the two. One, they were really, really passionate about, but the other they saw as just the better overall opportunity to get to, 5 to 10K plus per month, which was the sales opportunity. So what they ended up doing was going with the sales opportunity and becoming a closer. Now, I actually ended up coaching this individual. They did really well. Did their mock calls, did their interview mocks, everything like that, jumped on some interviews. And what ended up happening was they landed an interview with that company that they were considering before. So the company that helped people write books and publish them on like Kindle and stuff like that and make money through their book publishing, he ended up landing an interview with that company. And when he went to the interview, he was super nervous. He was actually a fan of the business owner, followed him on Instagram, followed him on TikTok, watched all of his stuff, liked his stuff, commented on his stuff. He was a fan. And when he went to that interview, he was nervous. He didn't perform at his best because, he was just a fan of the company. He really wanted to work with them, and he let those emotions overtake him. But one thing he did do was he let the business owner know, and he let the interviewer know. I don't think he actually interviewed with the business owner. He let the interviewer know that he was really passionate about working with them. He told him that he was actually wanting to join their program and was going to jump in eventually after he landed a closer role and started making some money. He let them know that he follows the business owner. He let them know that he would that he is just really interested in what they do and has a passion for what they do. So he passed the first round interview answering their questions while tacking on his passion and belief for what they do and his conviction. And then on the second interview, they did a mock call and he didn't do too well. He kind of bombed it, again, due to his nerves of being a fan of the company and what they do. So then he came to me. He was a little down about it. He's like, I don't think I got it. I know I bombed that interview. I know I bombed that mock call. But all we can do is wait and see. And what ended up happening was they gave him a call a few days later and they straight up told him, they said, listen, we'll call him John for the sake of the video. I don't want to give out his real name. They said, listen, John, I'll be honest with you. You kind of didn't do very well on that mock call. We had people in the interview process. We had people do mock calls with us that were about an 8 out of 10. You were a 6 out of 10, right? And then what they told him after that was, although you were a 6 out of 10 on the mock call side, you were someone who was the most passionate, who is the most convicted, who is the most excited about our offer and what we do. And we can tell that you're someone who, would be a buyer, which is exactly the type of person we want to have in the company. And we'd rather take a 6 out of 10 and train you up to be better than take someone who is an 8 out of 10 on the skill side and experience side, but a 5 out of 10 or a 6 out of 10 on the passion and conviction and the love for what we do side of things. And they ended up offering him the job. Even though he performed the worst out of everyone on all of the mock calls, they offered him the role and he got started with them as a high ticket appointment setter. Now, the cool thing about this is the thing that you can utilize when you don't have the experience is passion. At the end of the day, training someone up, helping someone get the experience and the skill set to actually perform well on the role is way easier than finding someone with the conviction and the passion for what is actually being sold. You know, skills can always be taught. And it's a reason why business owners do well selling their own thing, even if they don't have the sales skills, even if they don't have the experience in sales before starting their company. They usually always do well selling their own thing because they have the passion, because they have the conviction. And passion and conviction sells because sales is just a transfer of belief. It's a transfer of feeling. And the person in front of you can tell that you're passionate about what you're talking about, can tell that you're convicted in what you're selling. And that conviction is contagious. And they say, you know what, this person is so passionate about this. They're so convicted by it. They must be telling the truth. I must be able to trust this person. It must be something really good because they're so passionate about what they're selling. It must be good. So you know what? I'm going to give it a shot. I'm going to move forward. I'm going to buy the thing. So that being so hard to cultivate in someone, like you can be the best salesperson in the world, but if you're just selling something you don't believe in or selling something you just couldn't care less about, you're just not going to be as good as the guy who really cares about it, really loves it, has a huge passion for it. So that's why they hired him. And business owners are looking for people like that. And if you're out there with experience, with skill set, with a track record, if you combine the passion and the conviction side with that track record experience, you will land tons of offers easily, very easily. And how to kind of apply this for yourselves is what I tell everyone: go and pick a niche. Pick a niche you're actually interested in. Pick a niche you actually like. If you're into fitness, there's tons of fitness offers. If you're into gaming, there's tons of gaming offers. If you're into marketing, there's tons of marketing offers. If you like working with nonprofits and you have a real passion and a heart for that, there's tons of offers in the nonprofit sector. There's tons and tons of offers in every industry out there. The best thing you could do is go pick a niche where you're actually interested. You actually have a heart for the people. You would actually love to serve people in that way. You would love to see people lose weight. You would love to see people get over alcohol addiction. You would love to see people start their own business. You would love to see people learn how to market and brand themselves better. If you have that passion for what you are selling and conviction for what you're selling, everything else will be overtaken. All of the sales skill can be added onto it. You can do the reps, you can do the mock calls, you can do the practice, you can get better, but cultivating the passion is 10 times harder. You could be the best closer in the world again, and if you're selling something you don't really care about, you kind of got to like fake a passion for it or build that passion over time, which takes way longer. Trust me, the business owners will hire you if they see that you have the passion and a willingness to learn and you're coachable, and they say, you know what, this person doesn't have the experience, but I can just tell like they really love fitness and they would really love to help people join, and they have a real passion for people getting in shape. So, I mean, that's the energy we need them to instill into our prospects. We need them to motivate and energize our prospects to move forward, to finally overcome this hump. And I can tell that this person can do that. So you know what? I can teach them the word tracks. I can teach them the objection handling scripts. I can teach them all of that stuff. They have the passion. That's awesome. I'm going to hire them based off that. And that's one story. I've seen this happen over and over again. So pick a niche that you're passionate about and you will land roles. That's all I got to say for this video. I will see you guys in the next one. Hope you learned something. Go out and do it. And I promise you, you will get tons of opportunities.